We all know the names Edison, Lumiere, and Hollywood. They're the giants who built the world of movies. But what if I told you the man who may have invented cinema first isn't famous at all? In fact, he completely disappeared from history. His name was Louis Le Prince. Let's travel back to the late 1800s, long before movies were a form of entertainment. Le Prince was working on something truly revolutionary, capturing moving images on film. In October 1888, in Leeds, England, he recorded what many historians now believe is the very first motion picture ever made. It's called the Roundhay Garden Scene, and it shows a few seconds of people walking around in a garden. It wasn't dramatic, it wasn't staged, but it was real life, real movement, captured and preserved in time. For the first time, a moment wasn't just a static photograph. It could be replayed. Le Prince was on the verge of a massive breakthrough. He had developed a single-lens camera, a huge leap forward in technology at the time. He had plans for public demonstrations in New York City. He was ready to show the world his incredible invention. If he had been successful, every history book would remember him as the father of cinema. His name would be as famous as Edison's. But he never made it to New York. He never got the chance to share his creation with the world. In September 1890, everything changed. Louis Le Prince boarded a train in Dijon, France, to visit his brother in Paris. He was seen getting on the train by his brother. His luggage was later found. But Le Prince himself was gone. He vanished without a trace. There was no body found, no witnesses to him getting off the train, and absolutely no explanation. It was as if he had just evaporated into thin air. The disappearance was a profound shock to his family and a deep mystery for the scientific community. The theories began to fly immediately. Some people believed he was murdered, that a rival inventor wanted to stop him from revealing his technology and taking all the credit. It's a compelling idea, especially when you consider what happened next. Others suspected he took his own life due to financial pressures, as inventing is an expensive business. There were even wilder theories, suggesting he ran away to start a new life, or that his own family was somehow involved. And then, in the silence left by Le Prince's absence, came Thomas Edison. Shortly after Le Prince vanished, Edison filed crucial patents for his own motion picture technology, the kinetoscope. He quickly became known as one of the pioneers of cinema, and his name was cemented in history. Le Prince's family, heartbroken and desperate, fought back. They went to court, trying to prove that Louis had invented the technology first. They presented his work, his films, his camera designs, but they lost the legal battle. Without Le Prince there to defend his own work, his claim faded into obscurity. The mystery only deepened over the years. Much later, a photograph from a Paris police archive surfaced. It showed an unidentified drowned man who bore a striking resemblance to Louis Le Prince, pulled from the Seine River shortly after his disappearance. But the identity was never confirmed, and the case was never officially closed. The man who may have invented movies remained a ghost. So today, historians and filmmakers still debate what really happened. Did Louis Le Prince truly invent cinema before anyone else? Was his disappearance a tragic accident, a desperate act, or was there something much darker at play? Was he a victim of industrial espionage, silenced by a competitor who wanted the glory and the fortune that came with this world-changing invention? We may never know the full truth, but one thing is absolutely certain. If Louis Le Prince had not vanished on that train in 1890, the history of film had have a very different name at its beginning, and the world of cinema as we know it might look entirely different. His story is a powerful reminder that history is written by the victors, and sometimes the most important stories are the ones that are lost along the way. Thanks for watching. If you're fascinated by history's hidden figures and unsolved mysteries, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next story. See you next time.